Hi, I just wanted to make a video talking about the most recent Harry Potter book that came out. It's not a new one, I promise. It's Chamber of Secrets. The 20th anniversary for Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets was this year, and so they put out new releases for the book, which is really, really exciting. I am obviously a huge Harry Potter fan. A, look at my shirt. B, tattoo. 3, like, my bookshelf. Not this bookshelf, the one that I have here, but my bookshelf at home, covered in copies of Harry Potter. Like, oh my gosh, yes. But I mainly wanted to talk about this one. So Chamber of Secrets, actually, fun fact, is my least favorite Harry Potter book, but I still bought it because it's, even my least favorite Harry Potter book is still one of my favorite books, you know? It's just one of those things. And also, I clearly bought Slytherin because I am also a Slytherin, and also it's just kind of cool to have a Chamber of Secrets Slytherin one because, as everyone knows who's read Harry Potter, it's very Slytherin based. Though this book is not, like, it doesn't have special stuff just because it's Slytherin. I went to Indigo, which is where I got this, and all of the books had, like, very similar stuff. For anyone who bought the 20th anniversary of Philosopher's Stone, which I did, obviously, I bought that one. I bought all 4 copies. Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, Slytherin. I didn't for this one because I didn't have the money and I didn't want to, like, stack up my shelves of every single copy of Harry Potter with 4 copies each. I'm assuming they're going to do it for every 20th anniversary, which is really cool, and I like the idea of having your own house. But I felt like I didn't need, like, having Philosopher's Stone with all 4, that's great because it's the first one and why not. But I felt like after that I was like, maybe I'll just get Slytherin ones, you know? I might regret that in the future, but it's too late now. Okay, it's not too late, they're still at Indigo, but whatever, it's fine. But I double checked all of them, they all are very similar. Just like in Philosopher's Stone, there's a little bit about your house at the beginning, there's a quiz at the back, just kind of stuff. I'll go through it all. So on the inside cover, it shows all of them. Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Slytherin. And then on the front, and also on the inside, you can see that there is a new house crest. I don't think they did that for Philosopher's Stone. I don't have my copy here to double check, but I'm pretty sure it was just a house crest, just in different colors. And I think somewhere on the cover it said something about it. I think it was like this. It said like Slytherin or whatever house. But this one, they actually made new house crests for the books, which is really, really cool. And at the back, it explains what all of it is about, so I'll read that in a minute. And then at the bottom, it just says Pride, Ambition, and Cunning, which are the descriptions of Slytherin House. And then next page, it just has the house crest. There's 2 versions of it, so there's one I just showed you, and then this one, which is actually on the front cover. Yeah. And then there's this great picture of Salazar Slytherin in there, which is really cool. Obviously, founder of Slytherin House. And then it just gives you a little content page, which just says there's a Slytherin introduction, which I won't read all of, but I'll show to you. There's a map of Hogwarts. Then there's the actual book, Chamber of Secrets, 1 to 18, number of chapters. And then there's a little bit about the house elves, which is really cool because this book, hopefully everyone watching this has read Harry Potter, but there's a lot about house elves in this book because of Dobby, obviously. And then there's a quiz, and which is actually kind of hard. And some of them I didn't actually even know the answers to. I don't really know how they expected us to, but I mean, maybe I just haven't delved, I don't know, into my Harry Potter knowledge as much. Oops. And then lastly, Slytherin House, the symbols and inspirations for the crest. So there's a bit about Slytherin. There's 2 pages here. There's a quote from the sorting hat, and then talking about Slytherin stuff. And then there's the map of Hogwarts, which is really cool. But of course is in pretty much anywhere you look. There's the Hogwarts Castle in the middle, Hogsmeade, Whomping Willow, Quidditch pitch, greenhouses, Hagrid's hut, or cabin they call it. I'm pretty sure it's called hut in the book though. I might be wrong. Don't come at me though. Forbidden Forest with a large centaur in the box. Can you see how big this is? Like, look how big he is compared to Hagrid's hut. Like, it's just, like, he's the same size. I know they're tall, but I feel like it's not that tall. And then Hogsmeade over there. Yeah. You've even got, like, the octopus here in the middle, which is really cool. And then just the book, starting with The Worst Birthday, of course. So I'll flip past the book because I've read it. It has an interesting smell. I like the smell of books, and this one has an interesting one. I don't know how to describe it. It smells kind of like glue, which makes sense because there's glue in it. But like, I don't know, it doesn't have a new smell, but it doesn't have an old smell. Sorry, I'm just flipping through it. Almost done, almost done. Aha! Nice little crest there. And then house elves. Look at this adorable picture of Dobby. Like, oh my gosh. I don't know why I'm sticking my face out the side. But isn't that really sweet? He's just so happy to have his sock. I'm not going to read all this, but there's talking about house elves, a little bit of the history, spew a little bit, and then the quiz, which I won't read out unless you want me to make a separate video about it. But I mean, I'm assuming anyone who's interested is going to buy the book and read it. And then, this is one of my favorite bits, but there's a picture of Slytherin Common House. Common Room. Common House, Common Room, whatever you want, Common Room. Which, in the book, looks really cool, but in the movie, it just, like, seemed very cold. I don't know why. I mean, it kind of looks cold here, but I think all the leather probably did it. I love Slytherin, I do, but I don't know if I'd want all that much leather. It just looks really cool. There's like all these candles over here, and a nice fire, all these columns, which looks very regal and important, and then spell books, and there's even like a little skull. Like, look how evil we are, guys. Most evil house. Oh my gosh, someone's left their wand on the table. That's not very safe. It's kind of dumb, also, just saying. Also, there's not a whole lot of seating. Like, how many people are in a house? I one time read that only like 1,000 students go to Hogwarts at a time. But even if 1,000 students go to Hogwarts, that's still like 250 students in each common room, right? Or like in each house. And like, I don't know, in the movies there wasn't enough room in the common rooms to like hold that many people. There's like a couch and then like 2 chairs in Gryffindor room. And I mean, even in here, that's not a whole lot. Like, what if everyone wanted to hang out in the common room at the same time? They're kind of forced to go to their rooms. Like, that's kind of boring. I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing they're assuming that a lot of time people are going to be roaming the castle, but like, they have a curfew. And then the next few pages is more of the quiz, and then we get to the bit where they're describing the symbol. So it says Slytherin House, Symbols and Inspiration, and there's a little Q&A with the artist, whose name is Levi Pinford. He and Bloomsbury worked on this crest. So at the top here is a little crescent moon, which he says represents hope of greater glory. There is a peacock at the side here, which denotes power, resurrection, and immortality. That's cool. I didn't know that about peacocks. I say this as if I haven't read this before. Oh my gosh, I'm shocked. C is I actually don't really know how to say this, a cockatrice? I have no idea, but it's some sort of bird. It represents terror to all those who behold it. Oh my gosh, guys, we're such a dark house. I knew this about us, but man. There's a little crown at the bottom, which I love, because I love crowns. Excuse me. It is for superiority, of course. Naturally. Very Slytherin. E. There's letters, sorry, so I'm reading out. E is over here, which is oak. Just like little tree, little feathers. Symbol of strength and antiquity. Sorry, can't read today. Antiquity. There is a tiny little, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but at the top there, it's a tiny little jaguar, which is for power and ferocity, with neck ring denoting high dignity. I don't know how they expect us to see a neck ring, but I can barely see it. And then, last but not least, there's a swan up there. Again, really tiny. And it is a symbol of perfection. Because naturally, we're very perfect. That's how we had Voldemort on our team. No. Though we did have Merlin in our house at one point, which is kind of cool, because he's a pretty perfect wizard, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Depends. If you've seen the show, he's not really, but he's very known. Levi, and then it has a little description of Levi. Levi Pinfold has been drawing from imagination for as long as he can remember. He has published picture books, and then it lists a couple. They've won awards. He likes painting, books, music, and some cats. It's kind of funny. And then that's it. That's it. And then there's a Harry Potter book night that they invite us to. I think it's probably already missed. Oh, it doesn't say. Well, go to that website and find out. HarryPotterBookNight.com. And then J.K. Rowling, obviously. Beautiful J.K. Rowling gets back there. The long description of her book writing, which makes a lot of sense because she is a very accomplished author. And then at the back just has the description of Harry Potter and that same crest again. So this is the new Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets. Look how it shines. It looks really cool. Yeah, crest colors there, green, silver. Looks amazing. It has like raised lettering. It's really, really cool. And I highly recommend it because Harry Potter is great and everyone should go watch it or read it. Definitely read it, like hands down. The first two actually, the books are very similar to movies. The third after, definitely read it, especially the third. I'm very excited for when the third comes out because I love the third book and I would love a Slytherin copy of Prisoner of Azkaban. It's my favorite book. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you have any questions or want to talk about Harry Potter, specifically Chamber of Secrets, but also I would talk about any of them, feel free to comment below and yeah, subscribe, like, talk to you later.